Every night, hundreds of kids in Edmonds, whether it's winter, spring, summer, or fall, go to sleep with full tummies thanks to the incredible work at the Nourishing Network. Thame Fuller is the director, and he's with us this morning. Welcome to Spirit 105.3. How are you doing, Thame?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I'm so glad. And I'm hoping you'll take us behind the scenes and share a little bit about the work that you all do.
Yeah, sure. Well, we provide for our neediest students in the school district, or those in most need of food and help. We provide about 410 weekend meals. So 410 students get weekend meals from us every week.
Wow.
We also supply about 300 families a month through our pop-up pantries. We have 7 of those that are located throughout the school district. So those are ongoing ways. And then this summer, we have a big summer meals program that will also help a whole lot of kiddos.
Wow. What does the work you do mean to the families you serve?
Yeah, well, it really helps them through their lean times, right? I mean, these are families oftentimes that are technically homeless. They're experiencing homelessness, and so they may not be unsheltered totally, but they don't have any housing of their own. And so they're really navigating, just extremely difficult times. And with the weekend meals, for example, we had a lot of students that the last meal they knew they were eating was on Friday at a free lunch at school. And then the next time they knew they could eat was Monday morning. And
Oh.
so providing those kids, getting them through the weekend, that takes stress off the whole family. It certainly takes a lot of stress off of the kiddos. Just helps them be ready to learn and prayerfully, hopefully, keep up with their peers, as they're navigating those kind of tough circumstances.
Yes, and you guys don't take the summer off. Your summer program is about to start next week, and you guys have so many big plans, don't you?
Yeah, we do. Thank you. Yeah, the long break is really wonderful for a lot of families, but for other families who are struggling with food insecurity, that long break is a challenge. And so what we do is we have 5 locations. We have summer meal sites. 4 of those are full sites. And what I mean by that is they're like day camps. So from 11 to 2 p.m. or from 10 to 1 p.m., students can come. It's free. It's open to students 1 to 18. We provide lunch, so we know they're getting their lunch every day during the week. But also the kids can play. We have guest presenters that come out, like the fire department, special guests like that. And then we have a fun fitness activity with our partners at Experience Momentum every day. So each day the kiddos show up, they have a fun fitness activity, they enjoy a free lunch, and then they have a guest presenter for a learning activity. And so we do that Monday through Thursday. We start right as school gets out on June 27th, and we run through August 24th.
What does it mean to these kids when you see them show up at these day camps to know that you guys care about them?
Yeah, well, I do pray that that's the message they get. If they have a great time, they enjoy it. For them, it's fun, and we get to build relationships over the summer with them. And hopefully, prayerfully, if it's over multiple summers, really get to see them grow and hopefully go on and succeed and achieve in life. It's a real help for the families. That's a few hours that their guardians or parents or what have you can take care of other activities, knowing that their children are safe and having a fun time with us. And it's a meal, frankly, that they don't have to provide every day. And so it just helps alleviate the stress that the food insecure families are going through during the summer.
I just love how you're serving these families in the summer, on the weekends, and with your pop-up pantries, which you mentioned earlier. How do you take care of people this way?
Yeah, sure. Well, these days, we used to do them kind of a shopping method where we would set up in maybe auditoriums or commons areas in schools and such, and families would just kind of make their way through and pick items. These days, it's more of a drive-up model. And so at those, there's oftentimes for these families more months than there is money, right? And
Yes.
so we try to schedule them toward the end of the month. The families simply pull up. We load up their trunk with what we hope will be approaching a week's worth of groceries just to help them get through that last part of the month. And so there'll be household items, there'll be fresh produce and fruits, as well as canned goods and flour and oil and, so on, just to help them make that last part of the month.
Wow. How does God show up? Whether, it's at a pop-up pantry or if you're making a home delivery, what does that look like?
Yeah, he's always there, right? But there are moments when you just see it extra vividly. And an example that comes to mind right away is one of the programs that we have is for holiday meals. And so over the kind of Christmas break, that's often a tough time for the students, but also too, the families usually can't have big celebratory meals. And so with our holiday meals program, we, try to supply as many families as we can these lavish holiday meals, celebratory meals that they can enjoy together and hopefully have a little bit of normalcy in their kind of tough seasons. Well, a time not too long ago, I had a partner that had always stood with us and would have stood with us, this year as well. But just because of some circumstances at the last moment, they had to pull out. That meant a good 50 families or so, we didn't have the supplies for them. And so I was praying about, Lord, who should I call? Who should, I don't know where to go to find that much, that quick. And so in the moment, what happened then, I went to our regular bagging for our weekend meals, still praying and thinking about, whom I might reach out to or what sets of churches or what have you. And so a call out of the blue came. It was the daughter of a pastor friend and said, Thame, Dad wanted me to call and just ask if you could have anything you want for the families for the holiday meals. What would that look like? And I said, well, here's what we just lost, and so on. And they said, oh, well, he was thinking more than that. So the bottom line is not only were those 50 families, recovered, another 50 families then were supplied. And really it was just a straight answer to prayer. I didn't even have to call anybody. They called me. So that kind of stuff, we see God show up to step into the need and the gap. Yep.
He is still multiplying the loaves and fishes, isn't he?
Amen.
Aw.
Yes, indeed.
I love it. Well, thanks so much for spending some time with us today on Spirit 105.3, Thame.
Hey, thank you very much for all you do and being such a blessing to so many people.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you for catching the Spirit in Edmonds and beyond.